Back to my YouTube channel. I know I haven't been live in literally weeks, but I'm back. I'm back literally after what, 5 months? No, I'm joking. Let me turn my LED lights first of all. Okay. I wish I had nails on, but I don't. Let me put these lights. Wait, my mom texted me. You guys, my mom is pissed right now. Wait, my mom is pissed. Not at me, but I'm not even gonna say who, because doesn't matter. Loki, I want something. Okay, I'm gonna just stay with this one. Okay, let me show you guys the outfit of today. So let me show you guys my little closet since we have a calendar. Okay, so today is the 2nd. Thankfully, today is my last day of this week at work. My mom is texting me. Okay, bet. Okay, so my mom is texting me right now. Okay, so let me catch you guys up. So yesterday I got in a, not a physical, but like a verbal fight with my boyfriend. Basically, I feel like he doesn't understand me and everything. So we got into a fight because of that. Well, he didn't really listen to me. But at the end, I don't know if you guys know, but we're engaged. So I threw the ring at him. I was obviously, I feel like us as women, we tolerate, especially the Mexican women, we tolerate a lot of the stuff men do. And they don't even see, like, I told him the things that hurt me as his girlfriend. And he literally could give 0 fucks about it. So, but anyways, y'all, let me show you guys my work outfit of the day. Because we don't have time to cry for him. I already cried everything I had to cry. So right now I'm just trying to look pretty for work. So we're wearing this black dress, but I put this shirt on because let me show you guys how the dress is supposed to look. I don't know if I'm gonna get like banned or anything like that, but it's supposed to be like down all the way here. So obviously I put like a shirt. I don't know if you guys can see the knot. No, I don't think so. Yes, you can right now. Wait, let me just change the lights. You see this knot? Like it's supposed to go. Oh yes. You guys did not see anything. You guys did not see anything. But yeah. Um. Hi, my name is Jackson, and I'm 21. Hey, Jackson. Ooh, I like this. It tells me my #1 fans. I'm gonna give you guys a shout out. Um. Okay, you guys. So, ooh, another #1 fan. Thank you. Okay, you guys. So let me show you guys my work outfit. I did my makeup. I had eyeliner. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I took it off because I feel like I look older with the eyeliner. So, hi, pretty girl. How are you? Um, I'm not okay, but I'm doing okay. Okay, okay. Anyways, y'all, let me show you guys my outfit. So I did my makeup, put some gloss on, and then I straightened my hair. I need to dye it because the brown is coming back. Hola, can I have your phone number? It's Jackson. No, honey. No, honey. Anyways, yeah, I need to dye my hair black again because the brown is gonna start to show up, and I don't want that. And then a little necklace, this bear one. I love this necklace. I love this Victoria's Secret bra. Look how it, like, the shine, just love that. I'm wearing a roll-on oil, so I smell really good. I like how I look. I like how I feel. Anyways, and this dress, I'm wearing, sorry about the mess, but I'm wearing this dress and I have shorts under because I'm gonna go to work. You know, like, I'm gonna mop and I'm gonna be doing a bunch of stuff. So, you guys, I'm trying to see, like, whenever I go, like, down, I don't want my to show. So I think that's good. Anyways, yeah, guys. Let me talk to you guys for a while. Might as well charge my phone because it has 27%. I am old enough. I'm not even gonna say my age because I don't want to get mad, but I'm old enough to make a life. I'm just gonna say that. You guys, I got banned on TikTok. Well, not banned, but they literally discontinued my, well, not discontinued, but they don't let me go live because of my age. What the freak? Like, is that messed up or is that just me? No, I'm not 26. That's old as fuck. Well, no, sorry. My bad. I was rude as fuck. No, I am not 26. I'm still in the teen. So you guys can already have, like, an idea of how old I am. 71 backwards. I'm 71. 71, almost 81. I'm 81 this November. I don't even look 71, right? I look more older. Look, you guys, I made a little folder with all my plannings. My car, trying to be a better person, a house, and then this one I think I'm gonna scratch it off. Yeah, I try to, like, keep, like, a little thing where I'm, like, you know, oh, my labubu. Look at this big ass labubu. He's my buddy whenever I'm, well, honestly, I don't know why he has a big ass head and a small ass body, but yeah. Guys, so how's y'all's day been going on? Guys, if you guys see anywhere where they sell these, let me know, because this one didn't work and I hate it because I love this so much. I love, like, the shimmer. You see how that looks? Like, I love this. So let me know if you guys see anything of this around. Like, let me know if you guys see this, because I bought this one, I think it was from Shein, like $2, but it was like a long ass time ago. I think I did the haul, so if you guys want to see whatever I got, yes, I can always go there. But this one didn't end up working. I could also get another perfume bottle, or, like, just, like, get, let me show you guys, because it's this that doesn't work. So if you guys know how to fix this, please let me know, because it doesn't work. And I really love the bottle. Like, look, and it's red. I love red, but look, whenever I try it, like, it doesn't throw anything, you know. But I absolutely love this one. It's so pretty. I'm from Texas. Anyone from Austin? I'm not just playing. So I ended up buying this one as well. But you guys see, this one isn't as pretty as this one. I could also always glue on some rhinestones, but there's another but. This one doesn't throw out anything either. And I don't know what's up with this. But I have two. So please let me know. Would you be interested in becoming the... I don't know what that means. I'm sorry, but I have no idea of what you're saying right now. And I don't want to say anything. I know. I want you to marry me. Boy, you have to have a lot of billuyo. But look, I love these. I love these. If you guys can get me one, let me know. I'll send you my address. No, I'm just saying. I don't know who that is. Honestly, I have no idea. I don't even want to say the name because sometimes you guys, like, honestly, I'm not going to say stuff I don't know because sometimes you guys, like, se aprovechan de mi inocencia, you know? Como que saben que no sé algo y se aprovechan. And that's just fucked up, in my opinion. Hola, ¿cómo están? ¿Cómo les va? ¿Cómo andan? You guys, do you guys want to hear the story about how I met my ex? Do you guys want to know? Okay, so no one asked, but I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna talk about how I met my ex. He wasn't really my ex, but let me tell you guys everything that happened, okay? And I don't care if someone says anything about it. I liked him. I still love him, and it's been literally 8 months. I have a lot of siblings. Would you mind living in Africa? I honestly wouldn't mind living anywhere, but I have to see, you know, because I'm like, I don't wanna, no me quiero ir mamona, pero soy de ciudad. So I don't know. I think it would be a really drastic change on my life, but I'm not closed. Like, I'm not close minded. So I would, like, I don't mind, you know, but I would just have to first see. Anyways, let me talk to you guys about my ex, which he wasn't really my ex. Let me tell you guys why. Okay, so I used to work at McDonald's. Everyone knows that. And basically, he came out of, well, I was in window. I was giving out their food. He ordered, he paid, and then he went to grab his food. And I was there. I gave him his food. You are, I don't know how to talk. You are very beautiful. I like you. Thank you. Okay, guys. So basically, he went and grabbed his food, right? And then I was with my face because it was almost my closing time. Like, I had an hour left and I could already go home. But I was sick of working. Like, that day, I remember I had no makeup. I went to a dollar store and bought the makeup. So I don't even know how this guy found me pretty or anything like that. Sorry, let me clean my nose. Because when I'm telling you, I look musty as fuck. I look musty as fuck. But the deal is, he ended up saying, "Oh, like, why you got that face? Like, did I did something to you?" And I was like, well, I smiled. I was like, "No, you didn't do anything to me." And bro, that was so cringy as fuck. And then he was like, "Oh, you're really pretty. What's your name?" I was like, "Mariana." And he was like, "Mariana, what? So I could look you up on Facebook." Bro, what the fuck? That would have been a fucking red flag there in the moment, okay? But I didn't say anything. And I was just like, "Oh, I don't have Facebook." Because I think I didn't have Facebook at that time. I think I did. No, yes, I did. Yes, I think I did have Facebook. I don't know why though. But the thing is, I was like, "No, like, don't worry about it." But then he was like, "Well, then at least let me have your number." I was like, "No, don't worry about it." And then he was like, he literally didn't move. He was like, "I'm not gonna move until you give me your number." I was like, "Fuck." And then I had my manager. And then he literally, like, I still remember like it was the last time. This was his phone, right? So he pulled it out. He was like, "Give me your number." And then the manager came up to me. He was like, "What's taking this dude so long?" I just took his phone. I put my number in, and I gave it to him. It was more of a, like, rush moment. so that he could leave, you know. But then, I'm trying to see which light fits better. Which light did I have on? Okay, guys. But then I ended up giving him my number. I was about to give him my dad's number, but then no, I was like, no, like he's kind of cute. He's low-key kind of. So I'm gonna give him my number, okay? And then, um, he texted me. We were texting, and then he called me. We called, and then he wanted to FaceTime me. We FaceTime, and like this happened for like 2 weeks. We saw each other 3 times, maybe four. I don't remember, but 3 or 4, not more than 5 for sure. The first time he came to my house, it was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I was almost gonna go to work. He was like, "Oh, like I just finished doing something. Could I go and like visit you?" He told me, "Where do you live?" I was like, "Oh, like I live like 1 minute, 2 minute away from McDonald's." He was like, "Really? Me too. Like, where do you live at?" I was like, "Here, I live right here." He was like, "Oh, really? I also live right there." I was like, "Oh." But then you guys, um, he ended up coming. We ended up talking a little bit. My mom, I remember she drove past and he saw my mom. So he knows who my mom is. But um I remember after we were done talking and everything, he was like, "Kiss me." Like I was like, "No, like I don't want to kiss you because like I'm just starting to know you or whatever." And then he was like, "Well, let me kiss you at least." I was like, "No." And then he was like, "Okay, well, at least let me hug you and let me give you a kiss in the cheek." I was like, "Okay, like, I guess, whatever. Like, I don't want to be rude or anything." So, as I was hugging him, he gave me a kiss in the cheek. Oh my god. I literally can't. Like, everything happened so damn fast. No, he didn't give me a kiss on the cheek. Because I was like hugging him and he was over there. And then I moved my face towards him like that, so he gave me a kiss on the cheek. But he ended up like, sorry, my socks. He ended up giving me a kiss on the lips, as usual, like normal person would. But it wasn't like that type of kiss. It was like a, but honestly, it was like a 5 second kiss. So it was like good time. And I remember that was my first, well, not my first kiss, right? But that was my first, like, actual, like, stolen kiss, if we was to say it like that. Honestly, I was so, like, in shock because this guy, like, when I'm telling you guys, he was really cute. He was really cute. Like, you guys gotta know. He was cute as fuck. I'm saying he was because I'm gonna tell you guys how I ended up seeing him again, but that'll be in another video because I don't think I'm gonna have the time for the whole story time right here. But I ended up um just like, well, I ended up saying goodbye to him. I remember he didn't leave until I closed my door. Because I went in my house because we were literally right outside my house. I went in my house, closed the door, and then he ended up leaving. I was so happy, so excited. And then he called me right after. Literally like 10 seconds later, he called me. He was like, I don't know, like, what the fuck? I don't know, like, he called me and he was like, whatever you had on your lips, it tasted so good. I was like, oh my god, I was like, thank you. And back in that time, I remember I would focus a lot on my lips, like having them um with like chopstick flavors because I had like a boyfriend at that time. So I would like buy strawberry scented um like just really good ones, and then I had lip gloss on. But the thing is, he was like, "Oh, like whatever you had in your mouth, it was really good." And I was like, "Thank you." And then after that, he left. We were calling. We were on the call, and then, mind you guys, I wouldn't really talk to him. I was always like a quiet person around him. He would be the one who talked to me, not me to him. But I, well, he was like, "Okay, I gotta leave." And I was like, "Okay, bye." I hanged up. And then he literally texted me like 3 seconds later. He was like, "You didn't let me say goodbye. I was gonna say goodbye. I love you." I was like, "Boy, but girl, I'm telling you guys, like the calmest way ever. But if you guys were to live that moment, I was literally like, it's because he was so cute. I was like, oh my god." But anyways, y'all. So I don't really have like the exact dates, but I remember one time he picked me up, and it was like our most like, I don't want to say the word because it's gonna sound bad, and it's not really how it sounds. It was our most, I don't want to say that word because you guys are gonna think something else, and I promise it wasn't like that. But it was our most juiciest, but not in that way, date, like meetup. Cause I remember he picked me up from work, right? Okay. It's gonna be good as fuck. Okay, so he picked me up from work, and what time is it? 2:44. Okay, so I gotta be quick. He picked me up from work, and then we went around. We got home, and then in my house there's like a little turning point, and he parked there. My house was literally like what, 40 40 feet, like literally, like my house was like 30 seconds away. Okay, it was like right around the corner. But he was like, "Kiss me." I was like, "No." Because he was like, "I want to kiss you." I was like, "Okay." We started talking, right? And then he was like, "I want to kiss you." I was like, "Okay." And then he was like, "Let me kiss you." I was like, "No." He was like, "Let me kiss you. Come on." I was like, "Mm-mm." Like, mind you guys, I was like, I was really young at that time. It was like a few months ago, I know, but I was really young, and I had literally zero experience with guys. Like, I've never had a boyfriend before him, so he was like my first boyfriend, my first actual like experience with the men, but not my first time. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. But he was like my first kiss, my first everything. Okay, so I was like, "No, like I don't want to," or whatever. And then he was like, "Okay, well, I have a surprise for you. Close your eyes." And I was like, "Don't kiss me, please. Like, I don't want you to kiss me or whatever." And then he was like, "No, like I'm not gonna kiss you. Close your eyes." I was like, "No, like I don't want to. Thank you." And then he was like, "Close your eyes." And he's a guy who insists to you. Like, he won't leave until you say yes, or until you say whatever he wants to hear. Okay. So, oh my god. So, I ended up closing my eyes. I don't even know if I should say this because I don't know. It feels wrong saying this to you guys. But just so you guys don't make up stuff, I ended up closing my eyes. By the way, he picked me up in his truck. He had a big ass truck. He had a black Ford, and he was a mechanic. So, anyways, y'all, I ended up closing my eyes, and then he started coming up close. I could literally feel him close to me, like, oh my god. And then he started kissing me all over here. And nothing happened, thank God. Because my mom called. She was like, "Where the fuck are you? I'm outside your job. Come pick me up." No, she was like, "Come out your job. I'm literally here and I won't leave until you come out. Like, tell them to let you go now." I was like, fuck. I'm not gonna say his name because I don't want you guys to search him up or anything. But I was with this person. Mind you guys, I was 61 backwards. And he was, I'm not sure of his age. I never asked. But, well, I think I did ask. I think he was 24, 25. Let's say 24. He was 8 years. Yes. He was 24 because he was 7 years older than me at that time. He was 23, almost 24. So right now he's like 25. Anyways, um, we ended up. Well, he ended up kissing me. I didn't end up doing anything. And then we got to our job. We were looking for my mom. He wanted to like. Obviously, you guys know what he wanted. And then I was like, no, like, I don't want that because I know it's TMI, but I haven't done anything like that. So obviously, like, I'm not gonna want to do it with the first guy I meet. Well, he wasn't the first guy I met, right? But I didn't want to do it. So I was like, no, like, I'm not trying to go down there. And then I remember he was like, okay, like, it's okay. And I was like, oh, like, he understands me. Anyways, I ended up going with my mom that day. She didn't find out. I told her months later because you know what's crazy about that? Okay, so now let me tell you guys. I don't want to really tell you guys about. Well, I'm gonna tell you guys about his story, but like in another like whole video because it's gonna be long. Like it's already been 30 minutes, and it's not even half of what I lived with him. What I lived with him. Okay, so in another time. But anyways, how do I know him? How do I still interact with him? How do I still like see him if we're ex? Okay, so let me tell you guys. My current boyfriend, my fiance, so I didn't know when I met my fiance, I had no idea he met my ex and that they were friends, family. So what happened was that I met my current boyfriend and we started going out. Apparently, he told me that my ex saw me with him like twice, but I never saw him. Okay, so it's like we saw him in my ex apartment, which I'll get into details in another video. Okay, are you gonna interact with us? Yes, you guys. I'm telling you guys a story time. What do you guys want to know? I'm telling you guys. Don't you guys want to hear my story time? Anyways, I remember that my current boyfriend, he told me we were talking about my ex, which that is super weird. But I was talking with my fiance, my boyfriend, about my exes, about my exes, Sergio, Osvaldo, Benjamin, Jose, and I'm not gonna say who, but out of those four, I didn't name one. There's four exes that have been in my life. Well, actually three. It's Benjamin, Sergio, and Jose, right? Only those three exes because Osvaldo was never my ex. We just went out once, but it was like 30 minutes at most. Okay? But out of those three, I only said two people. And I never, not about another dude. We're trying to make memories with you. Okay, guys, what do you guys wanna know about me? Let me just talk in my story time. I'm almost done, I promise. But yeah, you guys can ask everything. You guys can ask anything in the chat, and I'll answer you guys to interact, y'all. But the thing is, I only ended up talking. You about to miss your blessing. What blessing? Anyways, y'all. Um, I ended up only talking about two people, and it was three, right? And then he was like, cause the third one, we literally like me and this guy, we never like. That's the only thing that happened between us, him kissing me and him coming to my house, but nothing happened, like nothing. So he was like, I think you're like not trying to tell me someone, and I was like, what? And then he told me, yeah, this guy that drives a black Ford. And mind you guys, I had two exes that drive a black Ford. So I was like, I don't know which one of the both he's talking about. I was like, oh, it's this person. He was like, no, he has curly hair. He's a mechanic, and he forgot to like let me know. And I was like, what's his name? And then he was like, he acted dumb as fuck, because damn well I know he know damn well what his name was. He was like, oh, like, I don't know what his name is. And I was like, well, I don't know who you're talking about, because I had two people that I used to, like, that I was going to date, or, and they both drive a black Ford truck. So he was like, it's him and him. And I was like, oh, do you know him? He was like, matter of fact, I do. And he told me that were you and him were sorry. He told me that you or him were onto something. I was like, what do you mean onto something? We never, like, I literally told you guys, and I know and God knows that between me and this dude, nothing happened. He did kiss me, as I said, over here, but nothing happened other than that. Um, I'm not gonna lie, he wanted to do something, but as I said, at the time I was too scared. To this day, I am scared to do that type of stuff. I just feel like because it's your first time, like people can get um like scared. So if girls are watching me, it's completely normal. But don't, like, if your gut is telling you don't do it, don't do it. Okay. Anyways, can someone ask her for a car edit? I can't do edits. Oh, you guys want me to do an edit about a car? I used to do edits a long ass time ago, but I got out of that a long time ago. Anyways, well, my current boyfriend, he ended up getting mad because he was like, I don't even know what he got mad for, because that was way before I knew him. I met my boyfriend December 5th, and we became boyfriend December 8th. And with this guy, I met him September. No, I met him October something, and then we ended up like still talking all the way to December 1st. So it was like it was like 2 months talking with him. But after I met my boyfriend, he knew I had a boyfriend. He knew I was dating him, but he anyways looked me up. Like, he sent me, because I had blocked him on Facebook, but then I unblocked him, right? And then he sent me a friend request. I accepted him, but then I told my boyfriend, and he told him, and then he blocked me. He blocked me. He literally blocked me. The worst. The worst. But then after that, he ended up finding me on TikTok, and he would literally view my profile like every single month. And that went on for like 3 or 4 months. Right now, since May, he hasn't viewed my profile. Well, since July, June. Well, yeah. Since May, he hasn't viewed my profile. and I haven't viewed his. Not that I look him up, but I haven't made interactions with him. He hasn't make and well, actually, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I did once saw his profile, but it was like I was like I kept like, cause you know like how you can see your TikTok history, like who watches your profile. It said his name, and I was like, it can't be him. So I touched the profile. Matter of fact, it was him, but that was the only time I like checked viewed his profile. But I saw he viewed my profile like 1,000 times. But yeah, you guys. I'm not gonna do the story time because it's a really long story time. Let me know if you guys wanna like an actual story time of what happened between me and him. Honestly, he was one of my biggest like I don't wanna say like this because you guys are gonna be like, oh like how much time was it that you guys were talking or whatever, whatever. But honestly, like was it the light I had on? Yeah. Honestly, you guys, like, I loved him very much. I felt like he was like the love of my life. And whenever we stopped talking, my whole world became down. I ended up, well, I'm not gonna say the whole stuff um, that happened with me in that breakup, but I was bad. I was mentally bad. I was physically hurt, mentally hurt. And honestly, I did a lot of damage to myself in that time. So it was not easy going through a breakup. Till this day, I feel like I haven't healed. I feel like I need to go to therapy. And once I go to therapy, once I actually talk with someone help that'll help me like forget about him or something that'll help me heal, I feel like that'll be a lot better. But for now, I haven't healed. I have healed, but not as I would wish to. If I see him, I did see him once or twice, and I was just like really nervous. I did see him once with my fiance, but I was completely like in like I didn't even know what to think. I was in shock. But if I was to see him again, which I don't want to, and I hope I don't never see him, but if I do, I don't want to be alone, because I feel like I'm gonna cry. Every time I see him, I start crying, because obviously like I miss him. Well, I don't know if I miss him, but I just wish like we could talk things out. But there's nothing to talk between me and him. Because as I said, we were never nothing. Honestly, I wish I could just forget him. But that's just things of life. So yeah, you guys. But anyways, you guys, I'm gonna leave you guys because I need to check when my bus comes. It is 3 o'clock, so and I work at 5:30, so I have to take the bus like 3:30 something, so I can get there early. Anyways, y'all, I'll see you guys in another video.